Alright, today we are going to attempt installing an over-the-range microwave. It's been out for a while and my wife is thinking it would be nice to have one again, so let's get to it. Here's the new one. Alright, so here's the parts that came with it and the instructions. Apparently the microwaves come pre-programmed to be self-recirculating. So if I want to leave it self-recirculating, I can just install it the way it is. But if I want it to vent out the wall or out the roof, I'm going to need to change some things according to the instructions here. I would leave it self-recirculating, although that just recirculates the air back into the kitchen, and venting it is a little better for the air quality in the kitchen, I assume. So we already have a vent in the wall, so I'm going to change it. So that's the first thing I'm going to go through. If you don't need to change yours from self-circulating to venting, then you can forward to where we actually install. So the first thing we're going to do here is change this from a recirculating to venting. So I'm done here. You should be able to see the fan motor in here, and it's going to blow the air out these vents, and then it'll blow that right out the wall here. Alright, so to change from self-circulating, first you're going to take these two screws out to lift this plate. I have them loosened ahead of time. And you bend the flap up, and here's the blower motor. Now currently the motor is blowing directly back into the microwave. So you want to disconnect, no, first you want to, down here it's the blower screws. You take out these two screws. Alright. They're going to look like this. That loosens the blower motor. You want to unplug this plug. So you just press the back here, pull it up. Then you should be able to lift the motor directly out. Now, it's going to depend if you have a roof vent or a wall vent as to what you do next. So, if you have a roof vent, you're going to turn the motor like this. You're going to need to snip out these squares here, and then it'll blow out the top. I have a wall vent, so I need to turn the motor like this, and then put the plug. So let me put that in the back. Alright, so I'm going to put my motor like this, and you can see right here, pull it right out the back, plug this back in, like that. Then I'll just put these screws back in here to tighten the motor. Alright, I got those screws in. Now, just simply pull down the flap. Alright, got them started. There we go. There we go. Now we got it changed from self-circulating to wall vent. So now for the install. Alright, next you'll want to put your damper over your vent, basically so that when the microwave's on, it blows the air out. When it's done, nothing blows back into your microwave. So that you just simply mount a screw here, a screw here, and that should be good. Alright, now to mount the bracket here. This bracket is the one that it will hook on the bottom. Let me just back up here. The bottom of the microwave. It'll clip in here, so it mounts on the wall here. I don't know if this is standard. If you have instructions, there should be a spot where it tells you here. It says from the upper cabinet bottom, which would be up here. It says you need 17 and 5/16 inch to the bottom of the mounting plate. It should be right here. So from up there to the bottom of my plate needs to be 17 and 5/16. Also, you'll want to find the studs in the wall to fasten your plate into. So let me find that and get this screwed on here, and we'll go from there. If you don't have instructions and you don't know how far to mount your plate, I just measured the microwave and it's 17 and a quarter, and they're saying 17 and 5/16. So it looks like the bottom, if the bottom of your brackets here are about an 1/8 inch lower than the whole microwave itself, it should be able to mount in there. Alright, so I got the bracket there. There's these little hooks right here, and they hook into the bottom here, down into there. So basically we will set the microwave with the top hanging down, back it up, put it on those hooks, tilt it up into place. Then these right here get bolted from the top right there. There's holes in the cupboards, so we'll open these up and these will drop down through here, screw into the top. So we'll do that next. This filter thing goes in right there to filter the air that goes up off the stove. So just in case you were wondering what those pieces were for, that's where they go.